The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. You're out. We won't let it go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 pace, let's go. Get that ball. Get on.
Throwing on first down. Whitehead. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama, 380. Eat. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. You go take it.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game, shrugs him off. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's get this. Let's get this. Show, hey, check it. $72. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. You can't block me. Hey, orbit. Sugar.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Brady's throw there complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Geis. And we'll take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Whitehead. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. On first and 10, Whitehead. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Mike Popo. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Ball 50. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Throwing on first down. Whitehead. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Whitehead gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed. Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both? Yeah. I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. It's Geis on the counter, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
It's now third and less than a yard.
53! Watching you five. Stay with your man.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. To throw again. Whitehead. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up fourth down now. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here's Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitehead. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, Eckler. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 3rd down, Whitehead. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, this is Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Brady. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Whitehead. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Geis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. Ozzy.
From the 39, Brady, and he hits Drake. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. It's complete to Drake. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that's complete. It's Green here. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
72. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Hey, Alabama.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season?
It's a foot race past the 20 and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Wait, that 380. Mike, 44. Let's go. Wait, 28.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once more, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.